And Deb Monroe from the Area Agency on Aging is here with me now to talk more about that. Deb, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
So why don't we start by talking about what is a caregiver?
Well, when we relate it back to the Creating Confident Caregivers program that I wanted to talk about, we see somebody as being a caregiver when they're caring for somebody in the community and this person is living with memory loss, confusion, or some form of dementia. And actually it's estimated that there's about 70% of persons with dementia live in the community right now that either live independently or live with a family member.
And it can be really hard because family members, they know this person, but they're not really trained as a caregiver. So what are some of the problems that you see?
That's probably the most presenting challenge, let's say a challenge that we do see is helping people identify that they truly are going above and beyond what their predetermined relationship was. You know, they're so submersed into being a spouse, a child, a parent, a sibling, sometimes a good friend, that they don't recognize that they're taking on more and more tasks, you know, that so we help them identify that yes, really you are a caregiver and it's an unplanned career and very often you're untrained for it. So
and some of the things you have to do, like you said, they're things you're not really trained to do, and they can be uncomfortable and difficult. So what are some of the advice that you offer for people?
Well, through this program, this program actually is a 6-week consecutive program of 2 hours each where people come together. It's very interactive and the participants will learn through talks in the workshop, interactive exercises, and then we also give them home activities to take home and try, and then they come back and they're reporting on the outcome of those activities. And so it's through the group support also. You know, we make the very clear distinction that this is not a support group, this is an actual educational format to help people kind of identify you know, what they can do, how they can enhance their knowledge and their skills about dementia in general to help them kind of adjust their outlook on the situation.
And I think it's important because people might say, well, I know this person, I don't need to get this help, but there is a need for that, isn't there?
Oh, exactly. I can tell you that right now in Michigan that we know that there are at least 180,000 people who are living with dementia in our state alone. And we can almost safely double that for the amount of caregivers that are trying to care for those persons in the community. And they do, you know, people will do that because they feel that, well, that's part of my vows, that's part of, you know, what I signed on to do, so to speak. But unfortunately, what we see so often is the caregivers burn out before the person with dementia.
Sure. So, really quickly, if people are interested in this workshop, where do they find the information?
The quickest way is to call our toll-free number, which is 800-442-1713, the Area Agency on Aging. And if they're not in this region, we can certainly connect them to their closest area agency.
Okay, great. Okay. Thank you so much. And again, there's a Creating Confident Caregivers workshop that's starting this week in Cadillac. The workshop runs for 6 weeks and it is free. If you'd like more information or to register, you can call the number on your screen. That is 800-442-1713. Deb, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Okay.